Run wild, run free. The skies beneath our feet. Run wild, run free.
Panthera Onca, commonly known as the Jaguar, is the largest cat in the Americas and the third largest big cat in the world. The two cats that surpass it in size are the lion, scientific name Panthera leo, which is the second largest big cat, and the tiger, scientific name Panthera tigris, which holds the crown as the largest big cat on Earth. Despite being the third largest cat, this feline assassin has what it takes to be the apex predator of the rainforests of South and Central America. These Panthera genus felines can also be found in the United States, particularly in regions like Mexico and Arizona, although they are much rarer there than in southern areas. These cats once roamed as far north as the southwestern United States, but due to habitat loss and humans hunting them, their population has been reduced to Central and South America, as well as some parts of the United States. A jaguar can be easily identified by their tawny yellow fur and spots called rosettes. This is for camouflage. This spotted phantom is a master of stealth, unseen, unheard, until it's too late. A jaguar could be stalking someone, and that person wouldn't even notice due to its secretive nature. Not all jaguars are golden. Some are melanistic, which means they have so much black pigmentation in their fur that they look all black. These are often called black panthers, but guess what? They're still jaguars. Black panther refers to any of the Panthera genus. Black is just a descriptor. So you could say black panther and mean black lion. Most black panthers are just leopards or jaguars with lots of melanin in their fur. So, black panthers aren't a separate species. They're just the black version of an existing species. The same way parrots or bunnies come in different colors. Except that it's a mutation for the overgrown tabby. The rosettes that cover the capybara hunting murder machine are still there, just hidden under the darkness of their coat like shadowy birthmarks. This melanism gives them better night camouflage, an evolutionary ninja mode. The jaguar's paws are also padded, enabling them to move through the forest foliage without making a sound. The paws themselves are as large as an average pancake. The front paws of the predator is around 4 inches wide, while the paws on the hind legs can range from 2 to 3 inches wide. Within these paws contain their 2-inch claws made for slashing, tearing, climbing, as well as marking their territory, the same way a house cat, scientific name Felis catus, might claw at furniture. The Panthera Onca can run at a top speed of 50 miles per hour, but prefers stealthy hunting. Its ears are sharp, able to detect noise with ease. The jaguar's sense of smell, perfect for tracking down tapir or capybaras. As stated previously, the scientific name for the jaguar is Panthera Onca. Panthera is the genus. This genus includes lions, tigers, leopards, and snow leopards. So, when someone might say panther, they're actually referring to either lions, tigers, leopards, snow leopards, or jaguars. Many legendary faces in that group. The name Jaguar means he who kills with one leap. That is an impressive title, and a deserved one at that. But don't be fooled, it's not a name. It's a warning label. What makes this creature deserving of its warning label is the fact that the jaguar doesn't just stalk its prey on land. It swims after them. Jaguars are excellent swimmers. They're what's called amphibious. No, not amphibians. Amphibious. Meaning, they're suited for both land and water, just like amphibians, which includes frogs, newts, salamanders, and toads. Just imagine being a prey animal, thinking that you're safe in the water, only for this rainforest menace to dive headfirst into the water to hunt after you. Jaguars are known to cross rivers by swimming through either to hunt prey, patrol their territory, or, if they have cubs, return to the den. When hunting, a big cat such as a tiger would go for the neck of their prey, biting down and inflicting wounds or even cutting off their air supply. Talk about breathtaking. But jaguars, they're much more hardcore. Let's say the jaguar is hungry for a crocodilian known as the caiman. A jaguar would sneak over to it and then pounce using its strong legs that can send it 10 feet in the air and 20 feet forward. Then, once it's atop the once unsuspecting caiman, it would dig its claws into the reptile to keep a hold of it. The crocodilian may try and fight back, but it is futile. The jaguar would finish the fight by sinking its fangs into the head of the caiman, piercing through its brain and effectively winning the hunt. These jaws have a bite force of 1500 psi, pounds per square inch. The strongest bite force of all the big cats. To put this into perspective, a lion has a bite force of 650 psi, and a tiger 1000 psi. At this point, just call it I crush turtle shells for fun psi for Jaggy Jacket here. Due to their efficient hunting prowess, many bones, such as skulls of tapir, have been found in the dens of jaguars. Skulls with puncture marks from jaguars have even been found, like a crime scene with the killer's signature. When you see these bones, it's sort of like seeing a wild version of a trophy case. Here's a creature comparison. The jaguar versus the leopard, Panthera pardus. Both big cats are larger than a kitten, fiercer than a cougar, and yellow with black spots called rosettes. People often get them confused. However, jaguars are larger, stockier, and more muscular, while leopards are much leaner and slim, making them more flexible and agile. Habitats also differ in the fact that jaguars inhabit the Americas, while leopards live in Africa and Asia. Unlike jaguars, leopards also live in grasslands and savannas. Both can live in forests. A leopard's bite force is weaker, only 300 to 310 psi, compared to the jaguar's brutish 1500 psi. The Panthera Onca can bite through turtle shells with that level of force. The hunting style differs too. Jaguars prefer going for the skull. Panthera pardus prefers neck bites and suffocation. Behaviorally, they're different too. Leopards drag food up trees to avoid tax collection from hyenas and lions. Jaggy? Who's gonna steal their catch? The leopard's rosettes are much smaller and have no central dots in the middle of them. Their much larger cousin, however, does have central dots within their rosettes. Jaguars love to swim. Leopards can, but prefer not to. In a fight, a jaguar would take the tapir, walk away with it, and eat it over the leopard's corpse. The Panthera Onca is a walking tank. Paws and claws down, the leopard loses a potential fight. Both of these cats are solitary. They prefer being alone, only meeting with another one of their species to mate. Then, the mother cares for the young cubs produced. The only sociable of the big cats is the lion, living in a pride that typically has 15 to 20 members. The jaguar requires food, lots of it. On the menu for our Avengers level threat is the capybara. The friendly oversized guinea pigs. They're friendly, they're cuddly, and they're food for a jaguar. Their best chance at survival is swim away. But need I remind one why that'd be a horrible strategy? Tapirs are food too. They're forest blimps with hooves. A tapir is among the carnivorous walking yellow flag's favorite prey items. Okay, they're more like walking red flags disguised as yellow. The caiman is next. And I mean, why wouldn't a jaguar hunt these? Who doesn't like food that snaps back at ya? Anaconda! Getting up to 20 feet long, perhaps even longer, doesn't daunt an Onca. They eat these things like it's spaghetti. Well, if spaghetti could wrap around you and suffocate you. It's not easy hunting an anaconda, but a jaguar does not care one teeny tiny bit. Turtles! Delicious! Who doesn't like a crunchy snack? A turtle's shell is an amazing defense. Unless it's counting on it to protect itself from a 1500 psi bite force. Sloths. You're too slow! Dead. Next meal. Ahem. Monkeys, deers, birds, frogs, and fish. A chaotic mix of jungle appetizers. Livestock isn't safe either. Cows and chickens make easy pickings when these things stray too far from farms. Basically, if you live in the rainforest and have a pulse, this Panthera problem sees you as a burrito waiting to happen. Remember, it isn't he who negotiates with his prey. It's he who kills with one leap. This guy's motto? If it bleeds, I can eat it. If not, I can make it. Jaguars are keystone predators, which is fancy sciencey science talk for, if you take me out of the ecosystem, all hell is gonna break loose. They regulate herbivore populations, thus keeping plant life in check and ensuring the forest doesn't turn into a salad bar massacre. Their hunting of capybaras, deer, and so on keep the wetlands and rainforest balanced. Now, just because they're apex predators doesn't mean that they don't have problems too. A romp of giant otters can gang up on a jaguar to the point it backs the heck down. It also doesn't help they coordinate attacks, bite hard, and screech like banshees. Mr. Jaggy in this situation goes, nice, yeah, no. I don't need to get jumped by a mob of murder sausages. See ya! Jaguars are also not too fond of anteaters. Yup, that's right, anteaters. Don't let their look surprise you. Their 4-inch claws can rip open a jaguar's chest like a jacket getting unzipped. A cornered anteater will go full Wolverine, scientific name Gulo mode, and stand up like a biped and slash with brutal force. Beware the clawed shovel of doom. Lastly, the Homo sapiens. Common name, humans. Why is this a threat? Guns, habitat destruction, and it doesn't help that people will murk them if they think they're a threat. So that's Panthera Onca, a powerhouse predator, a rainforest phantom, and a species worth protecting, not just for its looks, but for its impact on an entire rainforest ecosystem. Because being wild, it's not just about surviving, but thriving, adapting, leaving the jungle, or savanna, or Arctic tundra a little wilder than you left it. Thanks for joining this creature pod. If you're into claws, venom, feathers, fangs, and fun, subscribe and stick around. Stay curious, and remember, to be wild means to be free.